Our next match, representing Victory Jiu-Jitsu Academy, Parker Ellis. And here, out of the wood shop in Antigonish, Ken Beaton. Thanks, Parker. Shake hands, guys. All right, any questions at all? All right, come back.
All right, here's a match I'm excited for, John. We have Ken the Crippler Beaton facing off against former foe Parker Ellis.
We have Ken pulling guard.
Now, I always describe Ken as someone who leg locks like a wrestler wrestles. And if you look at his guarded positions, I think you might as well extend that to every guarded position he's in. He is super aggressive. But, you know, he does compete in the gi, or outside of the gi, a lot more than inside of the gi. And does Parker have an advantage where a lot of his competition comes inside the gi? John, you can speak to that probably. You see, you have a lot of experience in the gi. You have a lot of experience in no gi. If someone favors one or the other when they are outside of their realm, what does that look like?
Yeah, you have to make either gi or no gi. You got to use the benefits of it to impose your game, right? So I find sometimes even if for a leg locker in the gi, if you can get those grips and get to the strong position, you can actually hold it longer than you would in the no gi.
And Ken has had a lot of success in the gi here. We've seen him win in Rogue events in the gi, and he has a 75 combined win record on smooth top, and not all of those are no gi. So when you see him throw up a top block like this and start to work, he's starting to play with grips now. If you're Parker, you got to be worried about where this could go.
Yeah, he's climbing this triangle up here, and see with the leg locks and the gi, like a good pant grip, right? You can really control that position, and you lose the position a lot less. But here we're going for a triangle.
Ken looking for maybe a modified triangle, grabbing a pant grip while also having a grip on the collar. I want to see what he does with this. And this is what I mean when he's very high IQ, right? He does things that not everybody's thinking of. He is very much looking to get these interesting submissions, but Parker stacking him right now, doing a good job.
Oh, he's tightening it up.
This looks tight.
Yeah, and Parker can't seem to get his posture up.
This looks tight. Hearing some heavy breathing coming from those two grapplers right now. Ken moving into this mounted triangle position.
Maybe he'll attack the arm from this. Oh, he relinquished it.
Ken lets go and moves into top position. Good job surviving that by Parker.
I think that was a good decision on Ken's part. If he didn't feel like he could finish it, you don't want to gas too much.
And we have a baseball bat choke from Parker on right now, one of his most dangerous weapons. A key to victory I have for Parker is weathering the storm and looking for his opportunity. And it looks like he's able to do that right now.
Yeah,
Ken looks like he's having some hard time getting oxygen right now. Let's see if he can regroup. They're off the mat, so a reset might be beneficial to Ken. Ken stands up through the base. Wow, what a survival through that baseball bat choke by Ken Beaton. Folks, don't say the gi isn't exciting. We've seen two deep submission attempts by these two athletes.
And I think those were good decisions to let go of them in the long run. If you don't have it immediately, you're just gassing out your legs, your arms. So a lot of decisions are really important here in these Grand Prix because you got to look forward.
Well, like we said earlier, John, if you gas out early and you win, you have two more no time limit matches.
Yeah, and you got to take every advantage you can. You really got to think ahead. Conserve your energy. Like I said, too, like that wear and tear, like if you're really aggressive, it's hard on the body. It's really going to have an effect later on. Some good grips here by Ken.
Ken being patient. This is a really cool approach from Ken. This shows how dynamic he is, both in the gi and no gi. He can be super aggressive, fast pace, and chain attacks together, or he can wait and he'll look for you to make the mistake. He's very dexterous off his back, as you can see. He's very comfortable.
Oh.
He's very dangerous from those K-guard positions too. So if he
Yeah.
can get that K-guard armbar, I've seen him have a lot of success, and he's hunting for it right now.
I wouldn't mind seeing him getting a cross grip and going for an omoplata or omoplata sweep, just to get that top position.
I think Ken knows he has to respect those collar chokes of Parker now. You know, Parker's threatened him once already. It looked dangerous, so we'll have to see how he reacts. But like I said earlier, a key to victory I had for Parker was weather the storm and wait for opportunities, right? So if you're Parker, the more this match goes on, the more opportunities you might see.
Oh, there's the ankle.
And this is the crippler in his natural habitat of the leg locks.
And we're at almost 5.5 minutes now. Oh, and Parker's setting up that baseball choke again. It's so sneaky.
Ken doing a good job really keeping that weight down in that kind of pseudo headquarters position, really forcing his chest over chest, making it really hard for Parker to work.
What I like about that baseball choke is, you know, you're using somebody's good instincts against them, because your instinct's to pass, and it just sets up for that choke.
Well, we've seen so many people, some of the really great competitors, kind of dive past a baseball bat choke, dive past a guard during a baseball bat choke and go out, right? It's a sneaky trap. You think, like you said, you think you have a pass, and then you wake up.
Those are the nice submissions.
Ken with another triangle.
Oh, Parker shoving the other arm in through, I think. I can hear both men breathing pretty heavy now. They're at 6.5 minutes.
You know, Ken's no stranger to long matches, and both him and Parker have not been successful yet winning a Rogue Grand Prix belt. And I know Ken has spoke to us before and said that this is something that he's been eyeing for a long time. He loves the format, and he really wants to win this belt. So both of these guys have come in with these new styles, these new parts of their game for this event, knowing that they have a shot at this belt.
Yeah, it's nice to see the evolution of everybody's game.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when they stand up too, because Parker does have a judo background, and he competed pretty recently at the Numa Cup, which was a big judo event in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, that's a huge event.
Yeah, they had upwards of 350 competitors. You know, a lot of judokas out there, a lot of big names at it too. Like shout out to Josh Presley, I saw that he competed.
Yeah.
So when you have guys from the BJJ world and guys from the judo world all competing like that, it really shows that that there's work being put into the stand-up. So I wonder if Parker wants to maybe make that part of his game. Maybe as the lungs start to get heavier, and you start to get back to your feet later on in the match. We're approaching the 7-minute 45-second mark. So normally matches might only be 10 minutes, and we're 3/4 into that.
Well, and the takedowns really kind of dictate what position you're going to end up in. So the judo, the wrestling's super important.
Now, John, you have so much experience in jiu-jitsu, and when you get to this point in the match, what's going through your head? Do you start to panic and think we need to get that finish? And what do you think grapplers need to kind of have in their head at 8 minutes into a match when there's no time limit?
Just to stay focused. When you start to rush and you start to risk and take chances, it's basically who's going to make the first mistake. So to me, it's you're competing against yourself, your own mind, right? It's not that you're better than the other person. It's who makes the poor decision first. Who's going to make that mistake and go, you know what, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to change my game plan and take that risk instead of sticking to that game plan. Just got to stay focused. Oh, we have a triangle locked up here. Oh, he's
switching to an armbar.
armbar.
Back to the triangle. Ken's so fluid in these top lock positions.
And that's going to affect Parker's gas tank too, fighting off these triangles.
And
we got the
Ken
tap.
gets the tap
the
at
armbar.
9 minutes and 9 seconds.
Beautiful. And it wasn't a leg lock.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's Ken Beaton showing that he's versatile from everywhere.
Great jiu-jitsu.
You know, and now Ken gets to compete in the gi, in no gi, which is, you know, that's his bread and butter. So I'm really excited to see what his game plan is in no gi.